Now we are going to start with the explanation of part 2. Part 2, it is going to talk about the letter which is written by Jim McPherson to Mrs. Coney. Whereas this letter is read by the narrator. Are you clear, children? But in the image you could see, to my darling Jim. This image is there for you to show you an example. But be very clear, letter is written by Jim to his wife, Mrs. Coney. Let us see what is going to happen in the letter. The letter opens with a happier frame. Happier frame. And I have already told you that Mr. Jim McPherson is a British soldier. And this story is set with a backdrop of World War I. So, when this is happening, you have to be very clear, like, you may wonder, in war field, what is happy to share there? There is something happy to share. So, the soldiers of both the armies had a good time. How come soldiers of both the armies are having a good time? It is not possible, no? British soldiers and German soldiers enjoyed a lot because it was a Christmas day. As I told you before, in part 2 also, you are getting a Christmas Eve, a Christmas season over there. Since it is a Christmas season, armies of both the soldiers are having a good time. Are you clear with what is happening, what is going to happen in part 2 now? Again I'll tell you, the letter opens with a happier frame that the soldiers of both the armies had a good time because it is a Christmas season. Now, since it was a Christmas day, they played football and shared a cup of drink. There will be a term, Fritz, in part 2. Part 2, there will be a term called as Fritz. Fritz is a common name which is used to refer German soldiers. Whereas Tommy is a common name which is used to refer British soldiers. Are you clear, children? Since it is a Christmas time, armies of both the soldiers, that is, armies of German soldiers, that is, soldiers of German army and soldiers of British army had a good time. This is what is happening over there. And it is better to note down this also, children, in your notebook. Fritz is a common term used to refer to the soldiers of German army, and Tommy is a common term which is used to refer to the soldiers of British army. Here, he also writes that Jim McPherson is getting introduced to a person called Hans Wolf. Jim McPherson is from a British army and Hans Wolf is from a German army. Jim McPherson is referred as Tommy, whereas Hans Wolf is referred as Fritz. Tommy means it represents British soldier. Fritz means it represents German soldier. When they both get introduced, Jim McPherson is introducing himself to Hans Wolf as that I am Jim McPherson and I am from British Army. Before joining army, I was a school teacher at Dorset. Whereas Hans Wolf will introduce himself as that he is from German army and before joining the army, he was a cello player in the orchestra. Are you clear, children? It is better to read the story with my explanation, or you can have the textbook in your hand and you also can have the pencil in your hand to note down, to jot down all these important points. I am giving you the story, I am giving you the explanation of the story. Again, I'll tell you, part 2 begins with the explanation of what is written in the letter, and it also begins with a happier frame where soldiers of both the armies are having a good time. That is, soldiers of British Army and soldiers of German Army are having a good time since it is the Christmas Day. They played football, they shared a drink, and here 2 soldiers are getting introduced. One is Jim Macpherson and the other one is Hans Wolf. They are talking about their past experience also. Jim Macpherson was a teacher and Hans Wolf was a cello player. This is what is happening. Finally, when he concludes the letter, this letter is written by Jim Macpherson, no? So, he concludes the letter by telling that by next Christmas Eve, he'll be with his wife. He is writing this letter from his warfield and he is also assuring his wife that by next Christmas season, he'll be with his wife to enjoy the celebration. Are you clear, children? So this is what is happening. He gives an assurance to his wife that by next Christmas season, he'll be there with his wife. This is the end of part 2 where he gives an assurance to his wife. And Mrs. Coney will be waiting for his arrival. For his arrival. For whose arrival? For the arrival of her husband with the letter. Are you clear with the thing now? Are you clear now? The narrator is reading which letter? The narrator is reading the letter which is written by Mr. Jim Macpherson to Mrs. Coney Macpherson. This letter is a memorable gift to his wife and she is still having that. That letter is inside the roll top desk. Just try to connect the sequence. When we read part 3, you will be very clear. A letter is written by Jim Macpherson to Coney Macpherson and that letter is kept as a memorable gift by his wife in a roll top desk. But this desk is in an old junk shop now, which is purchased by the narrator. When the narrator starts to read it, he is just seeking for the letter and he is starting to read the letter. Are you clear with this, children? Next. So, when the narrator reads the letter, he could understand the feelings of Mrs. Coney. So, when the narrator reads this letter, he could understand the feelings of Mrs. Coney. And he decides to hand over the letter to her. And he decides to go and hand over the letter to her. This is what is happening in session 2. That night, he could not sleep and he goes in search of Mrs. Coney. Why he could not sleep? Because he is having a letter which is the memorable gift of a husband to her wife. So he could not sleep that night and he is going in next morning. He is going in search of the person Mrs. Coney. There part 2 ends. Are you clear with the explanation of part 2? This is just the explanation, children. Have your textbook in hand and just read the story so that the explanation will be very clear to you. Hope so you have understood 2 parts of the story now. Now, let us go. It's time for recap. Recap is nothing but we are going to recap 2 parts. Better to have a notebook on your hand and I'll come out with some questions whereas you can write the answer for that questions. It is better for you to write down the question with answer. The first question is, Yes, get ready for the answers. Get ready with the answers. Okay. Now, the first question is, this prose lesson is set with the backdrop of? Is there any idea? This prose lesson is set with the backdrop of? Yes, many of you have answered it. It is set with the backdrop of World War I. Come, let us move to the next question. Give the meaning of the word scorch marks. The meaning of the word scorch marks is, I have told you when I explained, the meaning of the word scorch mark is burn marks. The meaning of the word scorch marks is burn marks. It is spoiled by the fire, burn marks. Next, the next question. The narrator began to repair the desk during? The narrator began to repair the desk during? Yes, it is Christmas Eve. Now, the narrator began to repair the desk during Christmas Eve. Move to the next question. Mention the date in the letter. Can you recall the date in the letter? Yes, it is 26th December 1914. The date is 26th December 1914. Next question. Where did the author find the letter? Where did the author find the letter? I told you in part 1, no? Where did the author find the letter? It is in the last drawer. How many of you are right with the answers? Next question. What is a common name used to refer British and American soldiers? Often I have repeated it. British soldier is addressed with the term Tommy. German soldier with the term Fritz. Are you correct with the answer? Next. So again I am giving you the answer of question 6. What is a common name used to refer British soldier and German soldier? British soldier Tommy, German soldier Fritz. This is what is the thing. Next. Give the name of the person who was a cello player in the orchestra when they introduced. Who is the cello player? Hans Wolff. Yes, you are right. Hans Wolff was a cello player. What was the profession of Jim before he joined the army? What was his profession of Jim before he joined the army? The profession of Jim before he joined the army, he was a teacher. Yes, you are right with the answer. Next. The letter begins with a dash frame and ends with a dash note. The letter begins with a happier frame and ends with a note of assurance, where he assures his wife that by next Christmas he'll be there with his wife. Last question. How did the soldiers spend their time? By playing football and sharing a cup of drink. How did the soldiers spend their time? By playing football and sharing a cup of drink. Are you clear with the things, children? So, here we have answered 10 questions now, whereas you would have evaluated yourself how many answers are correct and how many answers are wrong. I have provided you with the answers, whereas this helped you to recall the session. We have come to the end of the session now, and if you are interested in reading the story, only one part is left out, that is part 3. You can read the story and you can come to know what is happening in part 3. So this is where we come to the end of the session. Meet you in the next online session, children. Thank you. If you are interested, read the story and you'll get to know the story what is happening in part 3. Whether the author is going in search of Mrs. Coney or not, and he finds her or not. That is what is being portrayed in part 3. If my children are very smart, they'll read the story, and with that, with the good preparation, they'll sit for the next session. Thank you. See you in next online session. Bye.